Hello, my students. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, History with Shime. I'm Shimelis. Today's topic is Grade 12 History New Curriculum, Unit 1, Part 1, Development of Capitalism and Nationalism from 1850s to 1914. Dear my students, this Grade 12 History has 9 units. The first unit is Development of Capitalism and Nationalism from 1850s to 1940. Unit 2 is about African and the colonial experience from 1880s to 1960s. Unit 3 is Social, Economic and Social Developments in Ethiopia mid-19th century to 1941. Unit 4 is about society and politics in the age of world wars from 1940 to 1945. Unit 5 is about global and regional developments since 1945. Unit 6, it's about Ethiopia, internal developments and external influence from 1941 to 1991. Unit 7, Africa since the 1960s, whereas Unit 8, it is about post-1991 developments in Ethiopia. Unit 9, Indigenous Knowledge System and Heritage of Ethiopia. My students, this textbook generally is designed based upon Ethiopian history, African history, and world history, mostly modern history. Dear learners, before I'm going to I'm going to teach the lesson. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel in order to get more recent history lesson. As I have already mentioned, Unit 1, Part 1, it's about development of capitalism and nationalism from 1850s to 1940s. The first topic is about development of capitalism and the nature and main features of capitalism. When I say capitalism, it's an ideology, political ideology, which became after the decaying of feudalism. So capitalism grew in the womb of decaying feudalism. That means the beginning of capitalism, it was already started in the last stage of feudalism. It has become the dominant economic system in the Western world since the breakup of feudalism. When feudalism totally collapsed, it was replaced by capitalism. Fully fledged capitalism emerged in the northwestern Europe, especially in Great Britain and Netherlands from the 16th to the 17th century, when mercantilism was established. Mercantilism is a type of marketing, is defined as the distribution of goods that are bought at a certain price and sold at a higher price in order to generate profit. So this was one of the beginning, major historical developments for the beginning of capitalism. As a result of the decline in mercantilism, however, mercantile economy was replaced by industrial capitalism, arose in the mid 18th century due to the vast accumulation of capital during the phase of merchant capitalism and investment in machinery, which replaced mercantilism. Capitalism had the following characteristic features. So one of the very important essence or feature of capitalism is uh, having private ownership. When you say private ownership, In capitalist relation, it permits individuals to run and have their own industrial sector. So the economy is run by individuals or corporations who own and operate companies and make decisions on the use of resources. So generally, the most important characteristics of capitalism means private ownership, the existence of private ownership. The second characteristic is capitalist society was characterized by the split of two antagonistic classes. These antagonistic or opposite classes could be: the first one was the capitalist society or owners of the industry. Sometimes they were called bourgeoisie class. The second class is the working class, or sometimes they were called as industrial or proletariat, factory proletariat. So this was the second characteristics, means the split of the capitalist society into two, means the bourgeoisie class and the working class. The third characteristics of capitalism was unlike the previous system. When I say unlike the previous system, unlike the feudal system, capitalism used to accumulate capital to enlarge productive capacity rather than to invest in economically unproductive enterprises such as pyramids and cathedrals. So this was the third characteristics of capitalism. The fourth characteristics, it could be the motive for all companies in the capitalist society is to make and sell goods and services for only for profit. That means profit maximization could be the other characteristics of capitalism. Capitalist society believes markets should be left alone to operate without government intervention. That means free market economy. When I say free market economy, uh, the price and the allocation of resources or the production of commodities, it could be decided by supply and demand. This was the characteristics of the capitalism. So the ideology of classical capitalism was articulated by Adam Smith. Adam Smith, he was a Scottish economist and moral philosopher. So Smith recommended leaving economic decisions to the free play of self-regulating market force, means free market economy. The price, it could be decided by supply and demand interest. Uh, uh, in the 19th century, another groups were emerged during related to the bourgeoisie class. These are the working classes. The working class or the proletariat class were highly exploited by the capitalists. Such situations it created for the philosophy of Karl Marx. Karl Marx, one of the proponent of socialist economy. According to socialist principle, no private ownership and all means of production were collective and state-owned. Central planning determined how much should be produced and how all resources were allocated, means government intervention in economic activity. So this principle or ideology of socialism is quite opposite to the capitalists. So such ideology is known as the Marxian economy or the socialist economy. According to